gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Mack on the counter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Operating from the gun. Eason. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and 2, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Colts 14, Vikings 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason, Campbell making the catch. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down. It's Mack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, Jacob Eason. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Darius Leonard. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. throwing. Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eason on 2nd down. He dumps this off to Mack. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener that makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because You're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Off the play fake, Cousins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need
blitz coming, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Caught left side by Hilton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 63 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did. Division III football.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. There were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
On downs.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. 1st down, here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at at the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
Starting the drive with a give to Banks. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2.